Welcome guys, my name is Sasha. I'm in New Zealand already for 5 months and I came here from Belarus. I did few months ago video about my impressions in New Zealand after 2 months. Now I'm already here for 5 months and something changed. And let me know guys where you're from, because I can't understand yet for what people it's more interesting to watch videos about New Zealand for New Zealander or for other nationalities people. Maybe you want to come to New Zealand or you dream about traveling here, and maybe you are like me before, because I remember this time when I lived in Belarus. I wanted to travel and I wanted to go exactly to Bali, but now I don't have this dream anymore. It will be nice to visit Bali, but I understand that New Zealand is even bigger dream. I didn't even dream about, because I didn't know it can be possible because it's so far away from the place where I was born, where I lived all my life. And I remember that I did just small step. I moved to Poland alone and I wanted to be closer to my dream. And I was thinking like, I'm in Poland not for a long time and I'm sure I will visit my dream country. But I didn't know yet that my dream country is New Zealand. It's really something from my dreams, childhood dreams. So let's talk first about how my life changed this time after 5 months living in New Zealand. I feel like I used to live here all my life and it's so unusual feeling, and at the same time everything is still new for me. I feel sometimes stressful because I can't understand people 100% and I have problems with English, and that's why I make this video in English, because that's how you improve your English. I learned only 1 month in my life English online and it didn't bring me many knowledges, and I just learned English talking with people. I didn't want to miss this moment and I want to share more with people about myself, about my life, because my life became more interesting in New Zealand like never. And I feel more alive because when you are traveling, you understand why you live, because it makes you feel happy. And I'm thankful that I came to New Zealand and at least I saw this beautiful nature I never saw nowhere. Now it's okay if we go every weekend to the beach, to the cave even. I never was in a cave, and especially glowworm caves is a place where you can't see in other places in the world. And it's also can possible to go to the mountains somewhere. I don't know, and I never had this in my life. I always dreamt about this, that at least 1 time a year I can see sea, or I even didn't know that I can see ocean one day, but it happened. And I like it so much that in New Zealand ocean is so close, everywhere is beautiful. Like if you're driving, it's even interesting just to drive somewhere to the closest town. Even how these lambs, cows, horses, deers are walking in freedom and you can see it just everywhere. It's so unusual already. That's what quality of the food you get here. You don't see animals in close building way and you don't know what they eat. Here you see that grass-fed animals, they have good conditions, and I like so much food in New Zealand that everywhere, for me, exotic fruits, they are growing here. Like you can see kiwis, you can see oranges and lemons, grapefruits just by your neighbors, and you get quite natural food here, even in grocery store. And especially what made me shocked, that you don't have plastic bags in supermarkets, only paper bags. And I don't know where people care about nature and ecology like in New Zealand. I like to be in country where you can see nature like 1,000 years ago, and there is good climate, good air. Maybe people who lived here all their life, they don't appreciate it so much, because most of people, they never traveled out of their country. Maybe my impressions can help you to remember how happy you are, how lucky you are to be in so beautiful and clean country. At least these two moments more of an exception than usual thing in our world, and you can't find many places like this in the world. The next thing is that you can travel by plane for 3 hours and you are in the middle of Pacific Ocean somewhere in Fiji, Tahiti, Bora Bora, Cook Islands, and it's just exotic place. I was in Fiji and I had never been to such a tropical place like in Fiji. So that's why I'm also thankful to be in New Zealand, because I can also see other beautiful places, islands where only 1% of all world can go. I already told so much about people in New Zealand. I can't stop talking about this because I saw not in many places so happy, smiling people like in New Zealand. Many people think that it's fake smile or something like this because I got some comments under my Russian video. I don't think like this. I see these natural emotions, and why not? Even if you feel bad, it's good to smile. It makes you feel better and you give this smile to other people. And for me, it's normal. I like these people. Even if I'm stranger for them, they will say hello. They will ask in grocery store, how are you? What plans do you have for the weekend? They will wave to you from car, and it's something new. It's what you can't find in other places. I don't like to compare because everywhere they are good and bad people, but when I lived in Poland, I got not good opinion about myself. Like people just, Polish people, they just looked at me and they thought that I'm Ukrainian, or but I'm not Ukrainian. And they just came to me, they said, what are you doing in Polish train if you're Ukrainian? And for me it's a little bit strange. Maybe I understand them, but I don't like this behavior. In New Zealand I never felt this. I feel like people are good to everyone. They are open, they are happy. It looks like they are ready to help you. I admire this, especially old generation. You can see how they are different. Like in past Soviet Union countries, most of old generation people, they survive, and it's in their mind that if they are old, they can't go to restaurant because they are old, or they can't travel because why if I will die soon. But here they have different mindset. It looks like age is not important for people. Age is just number here, and I see how they are still smiling, happy, and how they are active. That's how I want to live in my old times too. The next thing I want to talk about is that many people say that New Zealand is very boring country. In my opinion, it's not like this. Like, you don't really know what is boring. In New Zealand, you can find 1 billion places to walk, to go for hiking. If you want, you can go to diving, skydiving, snorkeling, rafting, and like golf. They have many kinds of sport. I never even heard before about this. I agree that here, especially if you're a Russian speaker or I don't know, any other nationality, and especially if you live in small town like me, it's hard to find your people, especially who speaks with you same language. Yes, it's still problem for me, and that's how I feel quite lonely sometimes, maybe boring, but it's not about country. It's not about stereotype that New Zealand is boring country. If you really want, you can find everything you want. I haven't been yet to South Island, which is one of the most beautiful places in the world. I was only on North Island, and every part of this island is so unusual, so beautiful. Everywhere is safe to walk. That's what I like as well. Like, you can walk in the bush, in the forest, and you will not find spiders, snakes, what I hate. I think if I will walk in Australia in the forest, I will be eaten by anaconda, snake. Maybe if you're a fan of clubs and parties, maybe you will feel boring here. Maybe if you're new in this country and you don't have friends yet, first months, maybe years, you will feel lonely and boring. But you can change it, because this country brings you many opportunities and there are many things to do. And what I want to warn you about before you come to New Zealand from far away, especially if you're alone, I can't imagine how it's hard, especially emotionally, mentally it's hard, but you need to understand when you will come here, even if you're not alone, you will have nostalgia about your home, you will have many memories, maybe you will have dreams about this, like me, like I still have. I didn't move yet, I just stay here for a long time. My brain makes you come back. I know this feeling because I lived alone already, as I said, in Poland, and it was more stressful because I lived alone there, I moved alone, and it's one of the most craziest thing I made in my life, but at the same time, this risk, it made me be in New Zealand now. When you make small steps to your dreams, yeah, you come closer and you get more situations and people. You need to go through this moment of migration and then you will feel better. If you really understand that it was your dream and you feel more happy here. What else do I like? I used to live in a safe country as well. Not political moment, but I mean low crime rates, where you can walk even in the night and everything will be good, no one will steal, you will see not many crazy people. That's what I like here, especially in small towns. I don't know how it's in Auckland, I was in Auckland only one time. Smelled something unusual, but I don't think people became crazy. At least it's a remote country, it's far away from all situations happen now in the world. It's low crime rates, no wildlife, no snakes, no crocodiles, nothing. But the only one risk comes from nature: earthquakes, volcano activities. New Zealand have strong warning system. Our houses built from wood, which is good when earthquake happen. I think it's quite safe as well. Let's talk about the last thing, like healthcare. I think it will be interesting for many people. And I will say it's better to do check-up of your health before you come here. I can compare to Belarus, and it's so expensive in New Zealand to do even blood analysis. Like, we paid $400 for blood test, which I can pay in Belarus only $70 or 50 euros. It's the only one thing I don't like, that it's so expensive here. As other people say, it's high quality of healthcare. The only one unusual thing for me, as I heard, there is no preventive medicine here. Like, if you want to make checkup of, if you feel good and you want to make checkup of your organs, it's not so easy. So you need to go first to take special paper from doctor, as I understand. And that's what I understood after blood test. Like, you can go just to laboratory and get blood test. First you need to go to a special site to pay, tell about your situation, and only with this paper you can go to do blood test. Maybe my friends talked about not private clinics, that you can go just to check yourself. So let me know, guys, it's interesting how it works here, because I didn't learn it yet. So yeah, guys, there are so many things to talk about New Zealand, and I will make many parts of these videos. And thank you for watching. comment my video, send likes, and see you later.